welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today it's the Travel Culture Week.
Yeah.
We're talking about hiking the Cotswold Way. It's something we've wanted to do. We've been talking about doing ever since we've seen people do it. Seen people do it.
So that we've been talking about doing for a few months. We saw people.
Well, it wasn't a few months. It was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
I think it was a couple of years ago.
I didn't even know this was a thing. But yeah, ever since we saw it, it looks so fun, I think, anyway.
Yeah, so there we go. Traveling the Cotswold Way, that was it. Okay, goodbye.
The end. Look it up if you want to know.
Look it up if you want to know more about it, yeah.
No, but do look it up.
No, yeah, because we looked it up and we're like, oh, yeah.
Well, I first saw somebody on... I feel like every time we do a podcast, I'm talking about TikTok. I'm like preaching.
Well, we literally just got watching TikTok. We just watched a TikTok video just before this.
Yeah, it was nothing to do with Cotswold.
It was about a safari. It was about a woman with a Georgia accent going on safari.
It was about a woman with a Georgia accent on safari.
And I was worried. I was like, oh, I'm gonna open the podcast, open the episode with, talking like I'm from Georgia.
What? God.
Talking like I'm from Georgia. Hiking the Cotswolds Way.
But yeah, that was the first place I ever heard about it from, was TikTok. Just, I guess, look up Cotswold Way on
the Cotswold Way, yeah.
On
Cotswold
TikTok.
Way, yeah.
And there were a couple of people that I was watching. They were doing like a series on there of them hiking the Cotswold's Way. It's a little bit of a mouthful.
It's Cotswold. I think the Cotswolds is like...
Isn't it the Cotswold's Way, though?
No, it's Cotswold Way.
Cotswold
There's no
Way?
S at the end,
Oh. I thought it was Cotswold's Way.
But they call it the Cotswolds,
yeah.
I think, and people go, oh, it's kind of... Yeah, I mean, I guess it is the Cotswolds,
Yeah.
Because it's like you're encompassing the... But the Cotswold Way...
Cotswold Way. Okay,
yeah.
Well then look up...
Cotswold Way.
Well then look up Cotswold Way on TikTok, and then later we saw somebody... Was it somebody we watch or somebody new that we saw on YouTube?
I think it was someone new.
I'm sure there's...
We watch a lot of... we get a lot of recommended videos on YouTube, so...
I'm sure if you just search it, though, you'll find... I'm sure there's probably been endless people who have done it. We just didn't know about it. We didn't know it was a thing.
I mean, I presumed people just hiked, but I didn't know it was kind of like there was a trail and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just, like, talking about it. They have no idea.
I mean, it's renowned for its sheer diversity. I mean, it celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2020, so it was 1970. Well,
explain what it is first.
It incorporates some of its... It starts from Chipping Campden in Gloucestershire and ends...
It's a hiking trail.
It's a hiking trail, yeah. And ends in Bath in Somerset. Mm-hmm. It's 102 miles in length.
Yeah.
Which is 164 kilometres, if you're doing metric. And it's renowned for its sheer diversity. The Cotswold Way incorporates some of England's prettiest villages and passes historic sites such as the City of Bath, World Heritage Site, the Neolithic Burial Chamber at Bellisnap, Sudley Castle, Hales Abbey, and many churches and historic houses. Mm. And, it kind of like... It's on the Cotswold Escarpment, they call it, which, offers wonderful views of the countryside and everything. Yeah. It's just one of those walking in the country.
Yeah.
Kind of,
I think it was the ones that we were watching on YouTube. The wife got injured though, didn't she? She fell down or something at some point. And was
yes.
So it's not just a gentle hike.
It's not a gentle hike. It's moderate to challenging.
Oh, does it say that?
Well, yeah. When I looked at, because there's several trails in England, and Wales, and Scotland too. That and they have like, guides for all of them. Yeah. And the recommendation is it's a moderate to challenging. Some of them are easy. Like I think there's a Yorkshire Dales walk, which is quite easy.
Yeah.
To
we haven't
moderate.
Ever done any of them, have we?
No, we haven't done an official one. I mean, we've walked.
Yeah.
We walked everywhere.
If you go to Britain, you're gonna walk.
Yes, you're gonna walk. Yeah. And for the Cotswold Way, the official guidebook says a 7 to 10 day trip. You know, you can do that in 7 to 10 days. But you might want to take a little longer if you want to see more of the interesting places along the way. If you want to stop off and go, we'll spend a couple of days here.
How many miles did you say?
102 miles.
102 miles. I mean, it doesn't sound doable to me in 7 days. 102 miles walking.
Well, yeah, you're walking, and they've broken it down. You know, you from place to place along the route. You know.
Yeah.
Like
if you want information about this, to like, if you are an avid hiker,
the nationaltrail.co.uk is it.
Okay.
That's where breaks it down. It
has all the information.
Yeah, you start off.
I think they have maps and everything.
Maps, and they have those little like markers because some people get lost. I mean, but they say it's quite hard to get lost on there if you're following the map and everything right.
But we were watching that couple, and there's a couple areas where like the trail isn't as
clear. Yeah, it's not as clear as it should be, you know, and you think, oh, do I go across this land now?
And I think they did actually go in the wrong direction, and it added time then, because then they had to backtrack to get back.
They had to double back,
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll come to like a kissing gate or something like that, and you'll go, okay, do I go through this kissing gate or do I continue on down the path? It's a fork in the road type situation.
Yeah.
And if I go through this kissing gate, I'm going onto farmland here.
Yeah.
And there might be cows and sheep.
Surely there's like, I mean, maybe, I don't know if you would have service, because sometimes you're just in the country, aren't you?
Well, yes.
But surely they've got like downloadable maps and
yeah. Well, I mean, you can download maps to Google anyway. And also, there's many companies out there that offer... You know, like that's how they did it. They had like their luggage with them and stuff, and they
So explain that, because I thought this was like the most interesting bit of it, because you can't. It's not like a hiking trip where you're gonna make stops and camp. You can't camp.
Well, you can camp, but it's got to be on an official campsite. You can camp.
Yeah.
But you can't wild camp.
Right, you can't just stop illegal, and camp in any open land that you happen to be in, like, you know, when you feel like stopping. Because the thing about Britain that's awesome to me is that people who own private land still have to allow public footpaths to... Well,
if there was a public footpath, and I think it dates back to, like, Roman times even.
Yeah.
Like, they made a law in Roman times or something, or... whenever.
Yeah.
That it was like, okay, actually, you know, and they've updated it since then, you know.
Yeah.
Like the Public Right of Way Act, you know.
Yeah.
And the right to roam, or you know, we talked about it on a few episodes, I think. Where, and that's why Jeremy Clarkson and all these private landowners get so wound up, because they're like, oh, I don't like these walkers and these ramblers because they're coming on my land.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, it's awesome for when you're going walking, or if you're going on a hike, that you can just go and you don't have to worry about trespassing, about, ooh, is this public land or is this private land?
As long as you're on the path, you're fine.
Because, ooh, you know, I could be, you know, because here in Texas... you can get shot.
Well, yes.
If you're trespassing on something.
The automatic turrets come out of the ground and start firing at you.
But in Britain, you don't have to worry about that as long as you're on the path, because a public path is a public path. Now, if you were a property owner, I can see it's like, you know. Yeah, because there are going to be probably some hooligans every once in a while wandering off the path.
They're going to be wandering off the path, and also the trash problem.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know, some people go, oh, the trash everywhere. You know, it's a lot of people say about the UK, oh, that's their least favourite thing about the UK. It's like, oh, the trash everywhere.
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, trash everywhere? Oh, what are you talking about? I never saw any trash. Oh. It's... basically, I think it's mostly tourists. I mean, there's, you know, obviously people that live there too. You're in an area, there's no bins and stuff, and they just chuck their rubbish wherever. And you're a rambler, and you're walking through the countryside, and there's people who just don't want to carry trash, and they just dump it, you know?
Yeah.
So I can see how that might be vexing on
If you're a proper
if you're a landowner.
Yeah.
And, it's on your bit of land that they've just decided to chuck their sandwich cartons and crisp packets and drinks and bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you're spoiling the countryside,
Well, but besides spoiling the countryside, if you've got sheep or animals of any kind on there, they're going to smell the food that's left over in the wrapper, and they might eat the whole wrapper.
There used to be,
you know what
I
mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what, and that's another thing.
And that's terrible. So,
broken glass, and it hurts,
trash,
No, it's a bit of a problem, and there was, for years in Britain, to keep Britain tidy, Yeah. But that's kind of fallen by the wayside, I guess, in the 80s and 90s when, overconsumption at the end of the day.
Yeah. We've been to
and that's why they're trying to put all this stuff we're going to make everything paper straws, paper cups, paper everything, so it composts, so we don't have to, because our bins are overflowing, and
so it's not toxic if
an animal eats it. It's like, and we're going to vegetable dye all this, and
we've been to the Cotswolds, and we have not spent a lot of time there. Obviously, we just did one tour, so I don't want to pretend I'm some sort of expert. But
we need to go back on that. Yeah, we need to go do that.
I don't know if they have a really big problem with trash in that area.
I don't think so.
I think
it's quite.
They want to keep everything.
Everything's on a good lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes.
So explain how since you can't camp on the public land, you can camp in campsites only. You can't just plop down.
You can't just this is a good place.
This is a field.
It's got to be on a regulated campsite, and or a glamp site, as they like to call it now. Because it's kind of like
Yeah.
But
which really, I guess they have along the route.
Yeah, they have it along. They're not too far from the route.
Off the route. Which you have to venture off the route a little bit to stay anywhere overnight.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But this is the most interesting part to me of this hiking experience.
Is a few companies will offer to kind of bespoke tailor your trip. You can do all the walking, but you're going to be wondering, how am I going to get my luggage from A to B?
Yeah.
From Chipping Campden to this place, and to Broadway and whatever. And it's companies will, they will arrange the accommodation, and they'll plan the walking route for you too.
Yeah.
And they can transfer luggage throughout the Cotswolds, so you stay a night or 2 nights at a bed and breakfast. You just keep your luggage packed, you leave it at the door. Some guy comes, picks it up, puts it in a car, and drives it down the road to
the next place.
So your luggage gets there before you, because you're taking all day or to walk.
Yeah, because
that's how they'll do it. It's 6 miles. Yeah, you can do that in a day, right? You can.
Yeah.
Reasonably fit people can.
I think some of them were 13 miles in a day.
Some people were
13 miles today. Get up really early. Walk all day. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, one morning they got up so early and they left that they didn't. I think that they didn't pack up or anything. They just stayed at that same place, or maybe they couldn't get a place to stay at their next stop. So the driver came and picked them up when they were finished hiking, took them back to the town that they left from, and they spent the night there again, and then picked them up in the morning and drove them to the next location where they dropped off their luggage and then started back where they left off.
That's one of the services they provide.
Yeah. Which is a little bit, I think, would feel a little bit cheating.
Yes.
You want to kind of feel I'm walking the whole way.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking the whole way.
Here.
And I'm just stopping wherever I'm going to stop, and I'm going to stay the night. But realistically, sometimes you can't get a place to stay. And some of these little villages are so tiny. Yeah. And they're all tourist locations, let's be honest, that sometimes you might not be able to find a place to stay.
Well, that's it.
in the next stop. So
This one is Walking the Cotswolds. This company is. It's based in Chipping Campden, which is the start point for the way. And they provide maps and geo coordinates, routes and stuff, and they transfer luggage and all this. The price is £57.50 per person per night, which includes the B&B accommodations, maps, route notes, luggage transfer, which is 1 bag per person, foot care kit.
Wow.
And walkers transfer if required, meaning
if someone gets injured.
If someone gets injured with an emergency phone number, so if you fall or whatever and you injure.
57.
Oh, that's only one of the companies too.
Say it again though.
£57.50.
£57.50
per person
per
night.
person per night, and that
And
includes
it's
your accommodation.
So, well, yeah. I mean, if you're doing 10 nights,
Yeah.
or more.
So like a little over £100 a night. And that includes your transportation, lugging your luggage from one place to the that seems very reasonable to me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let us know if you think it's reasonable, or if you're thinking, oh, that's a bit steep.
I mean, okay, if you
rather hoof it in the with the sheep and the horses and stuff.
If you listened this far and can't remember or don't know what the Cotswolds are, the
Cotswolds
are. I think we did a podcast where we
raved
places
about the
we want to
place.
go, Cotswolds, and then I think also places we've been.
Cotswolds. Yeah, we've done all that. This is something that Erica really wanted to see, was the Cotswolds.
The Cotswolds is an area of Britain. I know you've seen pictures online of this area of Britain that's like countryside, and then it's got all these little villages with all the like light brown stone buildings.
The Cotswold stone.
Yeah. The light brown brick.
Yeah.
Houses and shops and all of that. And they're just like so picturesque, so like
it's an area
British
of outstanding
looking.
Natural beauty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
AONB.
And I think it became an area because of the wool. Isn't that
it
what
was
we learned when we were there?
the Cotswold wool.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have a lot of sheep there because it's countryside, so they'd make wool and export it.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's just
and it was
it's tourism.
It was like
now.
a poor working class area.
Well,
when
yes.
It was,
but then it became fashionable, and all the Chipping Norton set, which is like politicians.
Can you imagine anybody ever like looking down on, that area? That's like where farmers live. They're looking down on it, and it's just one of the most beautiful areas.
Yeah, no.
The little villages.
But then you like have
so
in Gloucestershire and stuff like that. You have what's that place King Charles lives in?
Oh, yeah.
He's got a house out there. They've all got, like, big...
The new place that he built? Or...
Yeah, well, I guess he did build... Well, no, he didn't build it. I mean, he added on to it, I think.
Oh, no, I was talking about the...
Oh, no. That's
That's
what's that called?
Sussex or somewhere.
Yeah. Poundbury. Yeah, that's down in... Oh, I forget where it is now. But no, it's not in Gloucestershire.
Yeah, that's
It's,
right.
Gloucestershire, though, Warwickshire, Worcester, Somerset.
Sandringham? No. What is the name of his...
I forget what is the name of his house is. But yeah, he loved it, and he wants... I'm presuming
that's where he used to spend most of his time,
most of his time, yeah.
Yeah.
He loved being out there,
Yeah.
So, that was kind of places, and, the Chipping Norton and all those places, that's where all the big wig politicians, lots of prime ministers lived there, and, a lot of people with a load of money now live there.
Yeah. And it's just, and it's just so quaint looking, and so super British countryside-esque.
Yes.
and the thing about that price that Dominic just said, £55.50.
£57.
£57.50 per night. You're staying in these little, like, pubs and inns. You're not staying in a travel lodge or...
Yeah, you're going to stay in, like, a little pub or an inn or something that's
like a couple hundred years old.
Yeah. Well, maybe even more.
I mean, it's just... I think that price is crazy.
I mean, I guess it's because it's not so many people do it, and also...
Yeah, that's probably why. Although you would think people are traveling to those places and staying in those little pubs and those little inns
the Cotswold, though, they've started, because they're getting an influx of tourists, they're starting to complain there,
Yeah.
I mean, not the people who are making money, obviously, but the people who actually just live there and have money and don't want to see tourists.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, and it's like, yeah, you moved here because it was picturesque. You expect people come in here and are going to take photos of your house.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, well, we don't want them here because there's so many, and they come in their buses and they block up the roads, and this is a tiny town. So what they've done is they've built like a hotel like just outside the area.
Yeah.
For people to
like
go. It's like a
resort.
A resort type hotel.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it is, but it's just outside the area of the Cotswolds because they fight hard in the Cotswolds. They don't want like any corporations or putting a Tesco or a Marks and Spencer
Asda,
or any big supermarket chains there or any Nando's
or American fast food chains.
It's an exclusion zone.
Yeah.
It's like we want to keep the Cotswolds as it looked,
Yeah.
Because we could just move to London or wherever, some other big city if we want to see all that. You know?
And I love that, and I think that, and that's
or
the
Bristol
draw,
because they'll be in close to Somerset.
That's the draw. So it's just like people must understand that that is a draw. That people went to come see Britain as it was.
Britain as it was back in the day.
Yeah, and everybody keeps very manicured, like fronts of their houses with
well, that guy in
pots and. There
was a guy in Castle Coombe who's living in the house. Like, people are like, oh, I don't know, this is someone's house, I can't go there. And he came out and he had his dog. His dog was all like, oh, there's people here, great, running around the yard. He was he was like, yeah, you can take photos, yeah.
He was just kind of people watching.
He was just people watching because it's like,
yeah,
we've got all sorts here,
Yeah, it's just like, this is my entertainment. All of you come in here.
All of you come in here to take photos of the house and everything, yeah. And then, we had that woman who was selling stuff. I can't remember what it was now. What did we... Oh, we bought ice cream from her.
It was a little ice cream shop.
Yeah. She made ice cream or something.
Oh, where I paid all change.
All change because she needed change. Yeah, she was like, oh, so many people here are just going card only now.
Yeah. I made the whole tour wait while I dumped all the change in our bag out on the table, and she was like seeing how much she could buy from us.
I'll take that and take this. No, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot more little towns and villages in the Cotswolds than what we were able to go to. So I would definitely be into this. You know what? I'm thinking about that price now,
and you want to do it now? We want to book it now.
Well, no, I'm remembering that couple that we watched. I wish I could remember the name of their YouTube channel. So someone,
one of our people probably knows. They can let us know.
I remember them saying, because these companies, I don't know if maybe I don't know what they do, but I remember them saying that one of the places that they stayed was literally like someone's house. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I don't know if it was like a B&B and I put B&B in quotation.
Like an Airbnb type.
No. The person who lived there was there.
Oh yeah.
Like a
lodging.
Like a B&B, but they only had
one room.
1 or 2 rooms that they rented. But they gave them breakfast in the morning before they left.
Yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, we were talking to the family that lives there. It's a little bit like they just rent out their room to these hikers or whatever, I guess, I think that's so fun.
I mean, that's what my parents did. Well, my mother did back in Torquay. It was like we were a bed and breakfast, and we only had 3 or 4 rooms. I think.
No, but I think this was even smaller, literally just a room.
Just 1 room.
Yeah, literally just a room or 2. They were the only guests. It's a bit of
extra money, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of extra money.
But I wonder what I mean is I wonder if these companies go, put out a thing, oh, does anybody want to put up this couple of hikers from America for the night, and you have to give them breakfast.
Oh, probably, yeah.
You'll get a bit of money if you do. They'll pay you to I mean,
that's I'm sure.
If you're like very personable person, I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's like, oh yes.
Oh, we love to host. We love to host an American.
I'm looking at I was looking at the Walk of Fame or the Hall of Fame of walkers and stuff like that. And yeah, and it's a lot of
what do you mean?
It's like people who've done the
people
walk,
who have completed it. Yeah,
completed it, mate. It's there's a bunch of people from the States.
Oh yeah.
And
how did they find out about it? Because I didn't know about it.
I mean, they just seen the Cotswolds and they just Google, oh, I'd love to like hike around the Cotswolds and see it, and
Yeah.
And then the National Trail pops up. I
mean, like, what would make you think? Oh yeah, what would make you think that there's a hiking trail between one village and the next? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have even thought about that.
I think and it's kind of like anyone who's reasonably fit can walk it.
Yeah.
Although a lot of walkers are, and the people we watched as well, were surprised at the frequency of steep climbs.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's something all over Britain. Even when we went back this last time, I'd forgotten, because living in Texas, everything's pretty much flat, in central Texas.
You're
driving.
So you don't have to worry about the hills.
You don't have to worry about the hills. But it's like, everywhere is pretty much flat, though.
I mean, there's quite a lot of hills around Austin. You just don't notice because you're in the car. If we were walking it, you would notice. You know what I mean?
No, that's like that's like Westlake and stuff. Over that way. Yeah.
West Austin has more hills. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like yes, walking. Yes, we would. But really, in Britain, it's an island, so there's a lot of like steep
hills. Yeah, there's more steep hills here.
Yeah,
I do remember that same couple that we were watching on YouTube though. One day they'd been going and they were like, where we're gonna stay should just be over this hill. And they got over that hill and they were like, oh. There's another hill.
There's another hill.
Yeah, oh no, there's another hill. Oh, we should be able to see it now. Because, of course, they're on YouTube. They're filming the whole thing. And so they want to show, the view of the village from the top of the hill where they're going to be staying.
Yeah.
When they get over the hill, and there's
another hill. And then as you go, there's another hill. There's another hill. And there's
But then there's things to see on the way. Like, I remember they were so tired and they'd climbed this hill and whatever, but then there was like some sort of just tower randomly.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And it's like, oh god, we got to go to the top of that tower because
yeah.
we just need to. We've been walking all day, climbing hills all day, but there's a tower here. We've got to go to the top of it.
I think it was maybe the Broadway Tower.
Well, tell us, yeah. I like how
they've broken this down into from
I like
6 miles, 9.6 kilometers from Chipping Campden to Broadway. The journey along the Cotswold Way starts in this beautiful historic market town of Chipping Campden. After leaving the town, the trail takes you out on the Cotswolds escarpment, with stunning views from Dover's Hill, where the annual Olympic Games are held.
This is all from the website,
yeah,
by the way.
The first weekend in June. The walk continues across the fields to Broadway Tower, and then down into the village of Broadway with its historic connections with the arts and crafts movements. And they tell you it has 567 feet, 173 metres of ascent, and 790 feet, which is 241 metres of descent. And it's like
these are the hills
you
have to, yeah.
And the
I
thing
like
is
that they break everything down for you that much. Like tell you, okay, it's this many miles from this place to this place.
Yeah,
you have this hill and that hill included.
Yes. And I mean, you can just kind of and it's it's very well signposted and everything. The trail. So
I guess if you wanted to skip part of it for whatever reason, you could.
You could just call them and say, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
take us a few
drive
miles
on to the next place. We're not gonna
walk to the. We're not gonna do Broadway to Wood Stanway,
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like from Broadway, the Cotswold Way climbs up onto the escarpment, and there's an Iron Age hill fort.
That's so cool.
The trail then descends into the unspoilt Cotswold village of Stanton. After the village, the walking becomes easy across the level parkland of the Stanway estate.
An Iron Age...
with its Jacobean manor and the highest gravity-fed fountain in Europe.
An Iron Age fort, just like in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean?
It's an Iron Age hill fort.
It's this kind of thing that you're not going to see it any other way besides doing this.
Doing walking, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's no roads to it or anything, you know. I mean,
yeah.
It's, yeah.
You could, you could probably drive somewhere
to it.
You know.
But it's kind of like, yeah.
But it's way out of the way. Really,
yeah, if you're walking on these things, you know, walking is, you know, through these, like...
I just think it's so... I don't know, you would be transported back in time, I think, doing this.
You and your Iron Age
I know
Hill
it sounds
thoughts.
kind of silly, but it's just like, if you're walking like that, and I mean, the videos I've seen, they do pass other people, but like, for the most part, you're kind of alone.
Well, yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere, really. Sometimes, you know, it's like you're in the middle of the country.
So you're hiking through the country. You come upon this hill, and just like you just feel like you're in a movie. You know, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see the it's just being out in the country, and you just want to stop and just take it all in.
Yeah.
Take a little picnic lunch.
That would be the only annoying thing. That would be the annoying thing.
What, the weather and stuff, or?
No, just that you want to do that. You would want to stop and have a picnic lunch and just like, just have a sit and look at your surroundings and stuff. But also, you're on a schedule because the sun's going to go down, whatever.
Well, yeah, we've got to make it to the next town.
Because we're in the middle of nowhere. It's not as if it's a lighted path we're on or something, you know?
Yeah, you want to get there before it gets dark.
Yeah, so that would feel a little bit like, I don't have time
so
to
doing
just,
this
like,
in the summer probably would be the best,
and...
yeah. You can chase the sheep. They're not going to... We did that in North Wales. Tried to pet the sheep. There was 2 little sheep, and they were just running. And like, and then we were walking behind them, and they were just like,
you guys,
no.
I'm sorry. We still have not put up those videos and pictures and stuff.
I think we did. I thought we did put up
of
the little sheep running.
I think we maybe shared it with our patrons.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't think we've put it up on our... I just totally fell off fell off of doing that, and we just didn't get the rest of the trip posted, but...
We will.
At some point. I mean, if
everything old is new again.
If you care. Well, the thing is that stuff is evergreen, isn't it? You know?
Well, yeah.
It's like, it's not anything that was like, this was happening...
It's not a have I got news for you, you know, topical
it wasn't like
moment.
A current event. It's like this place still exists. So.
Yeah.
And it still looks this way.
And they're still wearing, oh God, they're thick, aren't they? You know, she passed. Because she was coming from the other way. And they were like, uh-oh, you know.
Yeah.
Where do we go? We're boxed in.
You know, another thing I just remembered for whatever reason, because you were saying that it's mostly Americans on that Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
Another thing that couple said that because every night they were stopping in a village pub and just like chilling out and having a cold beer and just relaxing, you know, because they'd hiked a lot during the day. That they met another couple from America in the pub. Yeah. And they got talking with them, and I think they started out the hike in the next morning together or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was like a couple from North Carolina or something. They were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean,
funny.
you go in the same way, I guess. You know, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I mean, yeah, because, I mean, it's just one of those things. You just want to kind of just, like, you know, take your time walking and stuff. But I can see how people are like, oh, no, I've got to be on the schedule and, you know.
Yeah.
We've got to do... Because, I mean, these are all like 6 miles, 6.5 miles, 5 miles, which are kind of nothing to the average person who's fit.
Those are quite doable in a day, yeah.
Yeah, because I think we could do that no problem, I think.
Well,
we were walking a lot in Britain, and we don't walk here too much because, I mean, it's too hot, and, you know, you got cars, and everything's like 20 miles apart from each other anyway.
Yeah. We just walk for exercise, we don't walk for...
Yeah, I mean...
to any destination.
Yeah, but that's exercise, and it's fun, and you get to see an Iron Age hill fort.
Yeah.
And, you know, a tower.
Yeah, tell us some of the other sites along the way that they have broken down on the website.
You get to walk across the parkland of the Stanway Estate with its Jacobean manor.
That sounds beautiful.
And the highest gravity-fed fountain in Europe.
Highest gravity-fed fountain? I don't know what that means.
I mean, I guess, meaning it's like it's a fountain that's like, you know, it's just... It's just...
Gravity makes it
go. Gravity makes it go. There's no, like, water pressure or whatever like that. It's all natural.
Yeah.
There's another Iron Age hill fort.
Another one?
Yeah, Beckbury Camp. There's a ruined abbey and little churches. You know, that you love churches.
Oh, yeah. I love a ruined abbey, too. That sounds so good.
You get to walk through, like, a lot of estates, like the Sudley estate or the Sudley estate. And
I wonder if you see the house, though, or if the estate is just that big that you're just literally on the land, you know?
You're probably literally on the land.
Yeah,
you're not going to be walking past the front door so you can just look in, you know?
But I would imagine you're not going to be like if it was Highclere Castle, let's say.
I have no idea how much acreage that place has, but I imagine you'd never be able to see that from where you are. Yeah,
that's what I mean. I would imagine that these estates have enough land that you're just walking through them. You're not going to see the house.
You're going to be walking through like the lower field, whatever they call it, you know.
Yeah,
and it's like you know, a golf cart would take 10 minutes to get down there, you know. And then you just kind of go through, it's Cleve Hill to Dowdswell. You're now on the highest part of the entire trail.
Oh, gosh.
The route continues across Cleve Common with extensive views over Cheltenham and far beyond. Yeah, I had a family who lived in Cheltenham. That's a very lovely place, you know.
Yeah. You had a family.
I had family who lived in Cheltenham. I didn't say I had a family.
I had a family who lived there. Oh, yes.
No,
one of my families.
I had my uncle and aunt lived there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my uncle's from there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Or is he from... No, he's from Brighton. Sorry. Okay. That's uncle by marriage. It passes through Bill Smiley's Butterfly Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
And onto quiet lanes before starting the descent through Dowdswell Wood to the reservoir, one of the few places where the native white-clawed crawfish can still be found.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so you get through a little butterfly reserve. It's like it's like Alice in Wonderland for you.
I know. Yeah.
You're gonna you'd be hiking on that trail in your little Alice in Wonderland dress, and just like, oh yes, going through the woods, going through the parkland, seeing all the animals and the birds, and it's all like, oh
yes,
it's all cute for me.
More like Little
Red Riding Hood.
Because you know it's probably gonna rain.
Yeah. Yes, you had one of those coats. You did look like Little Red Riding Hood last time we were in.
You need a hood. You need some galoshes.
Galoshes or Wellington boots.
Yeah.
There's another. There's just a lot of like scenery.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, what is this?
Yes.
How you got this? Where are we? It's just kind of like, you know, people who don't, you know, people who go on trips to like, well, England or wherever.
Yeah.
They're going to be, I just want to see cities and
yeah,
I just want to be in the city. But it's
people
like, get out into the country, get out there, you know.
I think some people who want to travel to Britain, maybe like, they just don't know anything else to see besides London. So they're like, oh, we're going to go to London, you know.
Because, I mean...
They don't know what else there is to see.
This ends in Bath. And yes, you loved Bath.
I did love Bath. You know what? I saw somebody online say they didn't like Bath. Oh, it wasn't for me. It's like, what do you mean it wasn't for you? Bath is literally one of my favorite places that we went to, I think.
And that was kind of like an afterthought stop when we were in my hometown. Mm-hmm. We were like, okay, we'll go back to my uncle's in Wales now. And we're like, oh, well, we can maybe stop off in Bath for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
And we did. But it rained the first time we were there. And we saw everything in the rain.
Yeah.
And then
we just stayed... Just the one night.
Oh, was it one night?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was... we should have stayed 2 nights now.
Yeah, I think we got there, like, early.
Yeah.
And we went and looked. Oh, maybe it was 2 nights. I don't remember now, but But yeah,
yeah.
Speaking of everything being untouched, I mean, they do have like modern chains and stuff in there, but they're inside old buildings.
Yes, I mean, you'd have to like really like notice it, you know.
Yeah.
They've got to comply with local laws or whatever.
Do they even have like a modern downtown that we just didn't get near?
No. I mean,
with glass buildings, I mean, you know, like
no.
Like London or Manchester.
No, it's all been kind of styled from like the 18th century onwards. I mean, you know, obviously it was like Bath is an older settlement and everything.
Yeah.
But it really took off because of Roman settlement.
Yeah.
And they've got the Roman baths there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, really, it's kind of like it's got its. You know, it became popular in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jane Austen, you know.
Yeah.
Doing her Pride and Prejudice and Emma and all that, you know. Mm-hmm. And of course now it's all Regency. And, you know, you see we were there, we went to like the Royal Crescent, we walked in, and you'll see people just wandering around in 18th century dress, all women and, you know, sometimes men, but it's mostly women.
Yes.
And their little parasols and stuff like that, and they're just like, oh yes, I'm just loving this. And, you know, it's not like, oh, there's a convention happening. They got dressed up just to go around Bath.
Go to Bath, yeah.
And they're like, oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm in I'm in my Austen novel.
Because it can feel like that.
Yes.
I mean, everything looks like that. And everything looks like
Mr.
that
Darcy.
all around the Cotswolds. So that's what makes this hike so appealing. But yeah, so it ends in Bath and there's some sort of like end point on the.
Well, we sitting there.
We didn't even notice it, did we? I don't remember.
It's in the
right in front of the cathedral.
Well, I think. Yeah, that's where it's like there's a little like stone or something there that you know.
Yeah.
You take your picture at, say this is the end of it.
But how do they know?
Because you kind of like you go down into Bath, and I know because we were in Bath, there was a lot of like ascending. You know, we had to like walk up a lot of hills to get to like the Royal Crescent. Yeah. Because I mean, you're going into the Cotswolds, you know. Yeah. That way, but you know, when you're coming down from Cold Ashton, which is the village you leave to travel to Bath, that's like the longest part of the route here. Oh, because it's 10 miles.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So.
I thought I remembered them saying, "Oh, we've got 13 miles," and I thought, "Oh, 13 miles."
But maybe that's because they got lost or they had to double back or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
So they started getting a bit, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's woodland and everything around there, so
yes, magical woodlands.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back.
I want to, but. I feel like there needs to be some sort of bell you ring once you get finished or something. Like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, you ring a bell and you take a photo and you're just like, oh, that's where most of them took their Hall of Fame photos.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, Hall of Fame, like, how do they know you completed it? You just said you did.
Well, I have no idea.
There's no sort of official, like...
Yeah, they have to prove...
show us the blisters on your feet.
Someone
prove it.
And it shows you like how many days it took. You know, it's like from 19th of February to the 21st. You know, 25th. You know, because it usually takes about 7 to 8, 9, 10 days. Someone took out almost a year. It looks like maybe they put the thing in wrong.
What in the world?
Yeah, it was like from like October 2020 to August 2021.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, maybe COVID stopped them.
Maybe.
But I think everybody would have been out there during COVID, you know, hiking about because, you know, it's in the fresh air.
Yeah, but you can't stop. They wouldn't have been able to.
But then they would have finished it faster then, wouldn't they, if they couldn't stop? It's like, oh no, there's a little inn. Do you want to stop and get something to eat? No, can't do it. COVID. Keep going. Got to stay in the fresh air.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think we could do it.
We can't leave the country because you might not be allowed back in right now.
Well, we could just go live in the Cotswolds. We could just camp everywhere in the Cotswolds. We'll just keep going back and forth because they've got like circular routes as well. You can do. You can go from here, and then come back. You know. Oh yeah. You don't have to just do it straight down on. Yeah. You know, it's quite a big area. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, 100 miles isn't.
No.
There's nothing to sniff at.
No.
Walking anyway.
And I think that price is so reasonable. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be advertising it. We're gonna not be.
Well, I don't. I mean, I don't. Yeah, that could.
You have to.
Yeah, because when I was looking up some of these companies, you know, it's like, oh, call here, but they had a website, but some of them wasn't. It was like a broken link or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's the only one that had the price on.
Maybe it's
the site.
Years old. And
Maybe
they just don't update their website.
Maybe I don't know.
From 15 years ago, you could do it for £57 a night.
I mean, we should have done it 15 years ago.
Well, I didn't know about it, did I?
I didn't know about it, did I?
But yeah. So anyway, that's all we wanted to talk about today because it sounds very cute, and we want to do that. We would like to do that.
Yes, if you think we should do this, then give us a like, follow, whatever, you know, and get people share this, and you know, get people telling us you should be doing the Cotswold Way.
Yeah, let us know if you've ever done it, or if you know anybody who's ever done it.
Because you know, if you've ever done it, we want to hear from you and your experience of it.
Yeah, maybe we could get a whole group. Wouldn't that be fun? Get a whole little hiking group.
A whole little hiking group and going through the Cotswolds, you know, like a train.
Yeah.
And it's like with only like one room.
It would be better because
it's like, sorry, we got the room. You all will have to traipse over to the campsite.
Because when I inevitably fall down, I'll need, you know, people to help carry me.
We'll need to get a wheelchair with no leg supports. That's what we need to do.
What?
Yeah.
That was random.
No, it wasn't random because you know what I'm talking about. Wheelchair was like, I'll just wheel you through the Cotswolds, up the steep inclines, down, you know. Yeah, imagine that though. You know, just going up, you know, thing with someone in a wheelchair.
Well,
you know?
I guess you couldn't really because when we say trail, we mean dirt trails. Dirt and grass, like
they're not paved or gravelled or anything. You know, I mean,
areas
you'll get on road, which will be like footpath road, which they have paved, and it's like cyclists can go on and whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, you could probably cycle this route. I'm not sure, but no. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, I mean, it's going up and down and over rough land and over farmland and stuff.
You can cycle up hills if you want
to. Well,
yeah,
but like over grass and, you know, and all this kind of stuff, no.
Yeah.
Nah, not for me.
But yeah, it's the same
not
thing.
for me.
Trying to push a wheelchair. That's why they have that number to call. Oh, if you fall down, we'll come pick you up.
We'll come pick you up.
All right. I think we're done.
I think we're done.
We're done here. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support. As always, give us a follow on social media. If you don't follow us already, we are at Butty.
Yes.
TEABUTTY across all socials. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. We really appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to everybody next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.